and he's always been. I think his man management skills are some of the best out there. He's obviously, as we know, he's got a very laid-back attitude, and he has that ability to get the best out of his team. I think they're going to be at the Philly teams will be a real force to be reckoned with this year. But as you've just alluded to, if you look at the diversity of the teams and the regions that we're covering now, it's just fantastic to see the game growing in the manner that it is. So I just can't wait for the season to get started.
Well, we're kicking off tonight.
Absolutely.
I mean, this team, Atlanta's seen a lot of pro squash over the years, but it's important to get a team down south. If you could manage a team, which team would it be and where? I know you said about the Northeast, but if there was a new team popping up, what would it be?
Oh, I mean, if I could, maybe a team from La Jolla in California. If I could, yeah, I mean, it's a place I travel frequently, and there's a good squash community over in that region, sort of the Santa Barbara, San Diego, over on that west coast. Robert Graham was part of the Santa Barbara setup many years ago, and Greg Sherman, obviously, with San Diego. It's a great place. It's so beautiful, kind of outdoors as well. So not many people want to be indoors playing squash. But if you gave me an option and if I could stick a pin in anywhere in the States to pick up a team and get them up and running, it would have to be over in that region.
Just saw there on the board, the Wolf Nick Matthew, the older generation of squash in England, taking on Marwan ElShorbagy, who plays for England. He's grown up schooling in England, university there as well. He splits his time between Cairo and Bristol. No prisoners will be taken in that one, I assure you.
Well, Nick Matthew actually did a little bit of work with Marwan ElShorbagy, didn't he?
He did.
He's done a bit of work with both brothers from the coaching perspective, so he'll know all of the kind of the quirks and foibles and weaknesses in Marwan. So we know Nick Matthew, although he's not competing on the pro tour any longer, he's still as competitive as you could ever, imagine. You don't achieve in the game what Nick's achieved unless you have that fighting quality. And just because he's a little bit, say, these twilight years now, that's not going to change.
No, he'll be doing all his extra warm-ups with a rubber band for that bionic shoulder that he's got. Very professional, and it's good for these youngsters to see, the warming up as well, and what these players do as a pre towards the matches. I mean, more and more are coming in, and this is what you want, PJ. I mean, no offence about age and everything, but seeing the youngsters watching the squash, that's, these are the future.
Well, I mean, this sort of takes me back a little bit, Joey, to when I was 13, 14 years of age, and my trips up to Wembley Conference Centre when the greats of the game, Jahangir, Jamshir, Rodney Martin, and players of that
40 years ago
were playing. We don't need to go into details, but it's just a great opportunity for these kids to see world-class squash right in front of their very eyes, which is fantastic.
Well, we're getting very ready now to call them onto court. Anticipation is high. Second season of the NSL incoming. What's your prediction for tonight, PJ?
this is where the format is so fascinating, Joey. You know, the first 2 periods, yes, they're of relevance, but it's all about the third period, that final period, the 30-minute period, where 2 points can be scored. So we'll have to wait and see and who goes in strong and nice and early on.
We've got the MC on court who's going to be doing the intros. We know him, Ryan. I actually coached him at a junior camp a long time ago. Here he comes.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, say, let's go, Tornadoes. There we go. So, we'll try this out. All right. We'll try microphone. Never had a microphone that's worked, so who? This is the National Squash League. One.
Yeah, a bit of just a couple of sound issues there for Ryan, but you know, we're in eager anticipation for this encounter. The players will be chomping at the bit, PJ, to get on court. You know, the build-up is quite a long build-up, and they'll be wanting to get on there and start strutting their stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's not often you see kids this quiet, Joe. So, there may be a lesson to be learned here somewhere. But no, obviously it's packed to the rafters with the youngsters there. And it's all about the kids. You know, these are the next generation. And unfortunately, the marvels of modern technology still causing a few issues. But we'll get there eventually. And poor Ryan.
I mean, the one thing about just going on about the Atlanta Tornadoes, PJ, is that, you know, it's a community centre. This is really good to see the squash, you know, in an easy access centre for everyone to appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, generally squash over in the US, as we know, it's primarily a privileged sport and quite an elitist sport for a lot of players. So the fact that we're seeing the accessibility for these kids it's refreshing and an indication of just how the game's growing over there.
We have an incredible matchup in store for you tonight to kick off the 2026 season between the defending national champion Philadelphia Lightning and your hometown Atlanta Tornadoes. For those of you that have never been to a National Squash League match before, here's how it goes. Tonight's match is played over the course of 3 total periods. The first 2 periods are 20 minutes long, both worth 1 point, and the third period is 30 minutes long, worth 2 points. During the first 2 periods, teams are allotted 2 substitutions and 1 2-minute power play. During the third period, this becomes 4 substitutions with 2 2-minute power plays. During a power play, the opposing team is not allowed to score points during those 2 minutes. As I said, the first 2 periods are worth 1 point, with the third period being worth 2. So if a team loses the first 2 periods, they are not out, as if they claim the third period, we go to an overtime shootout. And with that said, we are live from the beautiful Atlanta Community Squash Center here in Atlanta, Georgia, and being broadcast around the world. Introducing first, let's meet tonight's lineups of the competition. Please give it up for the defending national champions, Philadelphia Lightning head coach, former Earl number 1, John the Great White. Yeah, come here. Give me a hug. You're on this side. You're on this side. No, you're on that side. You're on that side. Introducing first for the Philadelphia Lightning, new to the team. Please welcome current world number 23 from England, Curtis Malik. Introducing next for the Philadelphia Lightning, currently ranked number 17 in the world from Egypt, Mohamed Abouelghar. And rounding out the defending champions, he's currently ranked number 7 in the world from England. Please give a round of applause to Marwan ElShorbagy. And you can see the Lightning have their national champions warm-up kit. And tonight, the only request out of your Tornadoes office, coaches, and players is that you be loud, be proud, and rattle every single one of these guys. So let's meet your Atlanta Tornadoes. Give it up for head coach, Celia Pashley. Introducing first for the Atlanta Tornadoes, he is a former world number 3, the Hammer of Thor from Egypt. Please give a round of applause to Omar Mosaad. Introducing next for your Tornadoes, he is quite literally the definition of a legend of the game. Please give it up for former world number 1, 3-time world champion from England, Nick Matthews. And last but not least, for your Tornadoes, he is a fan favorite wherever he goes. When will he retire? Nobody knows. Please give it up for current world number 24 from Colombia, Miguel Rodriguez.
Well, fantastic intros there. I mean, when you think about the names PJ involved in tonight, it's pretty special. There's a bit of gold around the neck. He's getting quite used to being like B.A. Baracus from the A-team in the 80s there, Rodriguez, PJ.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously the player that everybody's come to watch. The kids, obviously, they'll know the brand of squash that Rodriguez can bring to the court, Joey, and it's a lineup that's littered with quality, and so many of the games greats, so much history, so many titles between them, and I mean, the crowd are going to be in for an absolute belter without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, it's a lot of pressure on the the team managers, because obviously they're the ones that make the call for the substitutions, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's he's coming into this as defending champion, so with a wealth of knowledge, not only as a player but now as a manager. He's the Drexel University head coach. He's been there for a number of years. So, as I alluded to earlier on in the show, his man management skills will certainly play a part. He'll get a read on how his players are feeling, and he'll look at the lineup that Celia Pashley will be putting ahead, and he'll submit his own team and adjust his team accordingly. So I think people can underestimate just how tactical this lineup and this format is, because it will come down to some certain key moments within these first three periods, as Ryan talked about, where if you do manage to get your team selection right, it can have such an impact on the outcome of the match. So
he looks quite nervous, doesn't he?
Yeah, he always looks like that. He always looks like, he wears his heart on his sleeve, Johnny. As laid back and as friendly as he is as a character, he still wants to win. And tonight won't be any different, that's for sure.
Well, Marwan absolutely dying to get out there on the court. Just saw him, he's had to pull back, do a little bit of ghosting. He's just doing a little bit more warming up before we crack on with this one.
Yeah, he's coming into
do they
this.
come under pressure?
I mean, I won't say that he's played in an exhibition match type environment, Joey. He's still very competitive, but the players play with a little bit more freedom and a little bit more openness. So I don't think we'll get some of the situations that potentially we could get in some of the highly contested major tournaments on the PSA Squash Tour. But rest assured, there'll be no love lost, and it will get quite contentious out there. But I don't think the referees will have too much to worry about. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, this is pretty ironic, because the man that's now coaching Marwan ElShorbagy is the person that's on court with him now, the Hammer of Thor. So, he's got a former coach in Nick Matthew, and also his current coach he's playing against.
Well, he does love a coach, does our Marwan. He likes to float around and try to pick from the best. And as these players do, they're always looking for that extra percentage, that extra inch that's going to help their cause. And fair play to Marwan. It's
the extra
he's still
inch
going
is
out
always
there and he's going
important.
strong. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. He's a great tactician of the game. I mean, this should be a great little start. I think if Marwan gets anywhere near his best, he could actually get the Tornadoes off to a little bit of a lead. So we'll have to wait and see.
Well, he needs to back up, doesn't he? He was taken out by Timmy Brunel in the TOC, and that was a great win for Timmy.
Yeah, I mean, it's great again for US Squash, Joey. The centre down there at the Island Spectre it's a real hub now for the players with Nick Taylor and his team. I think the men's game needs to catch up a little bit, because the women are certainly flying the flag for US Squash, and we'll have to wait and see how they do. But yes, it was a great. I mean, what's an opportunity for Timmy Brownell to be playing, not in his backyard, because he's obviously based up in the Boston area, but to be able to play in front of a US crowd and to score a victory like that is. That's what it's all about for these guys.
Is Timmy not training down at Philadelphia anymore then? I know he's from the Boston area originally, but is he not based in Philly?
He was based down in the Philly area, for a certain period. I'm not sure how much work he does with certain coaches at the centre, but yeah, he's certainly based down that area now, along with obviously former pro Spencer Lovejoy, who's an integral part of the NSL league, and one of the reasons why everybody's here this evening and watching these guys. The pair of them were certainly a big key feature for the men's squash setup down in Philly.
I mean, Omar Mosaad, obviously the Hammer of Thor, the Colossus, he's still growing, which is strange for somebody that's nearly 40 years of age.
Yeah.
He's absolutely massive.
He's huge, yeah.
They'll have to cut him out of those shorts later, Peach.
Well, he's certainly, I don't want to say it's too much of, he's certainly put a little bit of timber on as Omar. Something he prided himself on throughout his career. We talk about power to weight ratios in this sport, Joey, and Omar being, 6'3", 6'4", he certainly had the muscles to back that up, but his body weight was actually phenomenally low when he was competing.
Yeah, it was for size. It was.
Yeah. Can't say the same about you, unfortunately.
So thanks for the compliments. Well, I'm excited to see how this goes, PJ. Now we're going to be just about kicking off, and we're in. So it's the opening night. Here we go. Atlanta Tornadoes taking on the Philadelphia Lightning.
And this is something that's synonymous with these kind of nights, Joey. The pace is absolutely frantic as these guys come out. And that's the beauty of being able to switch and tag your partners in, because they'll come onto that court relatively fresh. And we'll see, I think, a pretty electric pace from these guys.
Well, they must have tampered with the order slightly, Peach, because you got Nick Matthew is meant to be representing this one. But it's actually obviously Omar Mosaad, so it must have been a last-minute change or something.
Well, they don't have to play in order, though, Joey. You've got your lineup of 5 different players to select from, and the coach can determine in what order he'd like to put those in. So,
okay,
he's obviously feeling that Mosaad can get the Tornadoes off to a good start, whereas Johnny White, Marwan played in Philly last year, so he's obviously backing his previous players and feeling that they can do a good job and get off to a good start for the Lightnings.
Very fast court.
Yeah, you can see how quick that ball's coming off. Yeah.
He'll be putting a few of those in, I'd imagine, Marwan. He's going to look to move Mosaad around the court, test him out in those shorts.
Well, his first stroke decision for Omar Mosaad.
I don't know if he actually picked up Rodriguez's shorts, Well,
if those quads do start to fill with lactic acid, yeah, it could be a bit of a problem.
Well, the rate
one of the
pure
strikers, he's one of the pure strikers on that backhand side, especially Omar Mosaad. Talked about him a lot, PJ, Joey, during his pro career. So he's, if you ever want to mimic or mirror a backhand swing, you couldn't go too far wrong.
No, it's a lovely technique. PJ, just talk us through the flags there. You've got the red and the yellow flags for viewers that may be watching this for the first time.
Can't actually see the flags from my camera, Joe. What are you actually looking at there?
Well, the team managers, so Cecilia Pashley, had the red and yellow flags ready. She's put them down now, but that's obviously a signal for... Just to explain it through.
I haven't actually seen that on my screen.
Oh, he's looking at the Wolves proudly. Look, he can't... I mean, he's literally sitting on...
He can't wait to get on, can he? Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's on a lap there, and he's got the long socks on as well. Trademark. I mean, look at him, the way he's watching. He's so intense. He just wants to get on there, but what he's got to be told is it's not three-quarter court. Pretty steady start from both guys, to be fair. Yes, the pace is fast, but not much between them on the scoreboard at the moment.
At this stage, I think that the Tornadoes will be quite happy because they're hanging kind of close in with the Lightning. Johnny White would have possibly hoped for a better start here from Marwan.
Yes, that's a no let there.
And he's got a let ball from that one, Joey. This slightly more lenient rules here, a bit more friendly.
You see Marwan ElShorbagy very eager to get on the ball, but at the moment it is very lively. It's hard to kind of put it away.
Oh, it's a bit fortunate there. It's a little bit fortunate.
Oh, Nick Matthews just like got his hands in the pants now.
Yeah, he cannot wait to get out there. Yeah.
Who are you going to go for this though? Who do you think? Which team's going to take this first fixture out of these two?
I feel like Marwan will come off the stronger of these two. I do feel that this could actually be a clean sweep for the Philadelphia Lightning tonight, Joe. I think they look pretty solid with the depth. Yeah, I think they could. It could be a clean sweep. I just feel the experience from Johnny White in these bigger situations will prove pivotal.
Well, they're obviously won the league last year. You know, they've got those amazing warm-up tracksuits as winners of the league last year. What players are actually still the same members from that first season in the Lightning?
As far as I know, it's only Marwan and Rodriguez. From what I remember from last year's lineup, I would have to go back to the record books for that one, so I'm not entirely sure. But Marwan was certainly an integral part of the team last year.
All credit to Mosaad, he really is hanging steady.
He's playing brilliant. I mean, it's like turning back the clock here, Mosaad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, he's again the coach of Marwan ElShorbagy. You don't see that in many sports, and that's that backhand. I mean, that backhand could have gone straight. You could have boasted it. Very deceptive.
Takes this very late.
Look at this replay.
Yeah, just behind him a little bit. That's superb.
That's a great shot.
Oh, a little bit
very lucky. No apology from Marwan. Ruthless.
No, typical. Yeah. Again, this is where the format, Joey, really suits somebody like a Mosaad because he is so dangerous. And if Celia kind of plays her cards right, she can certainly maximise and get the best out of him, bring him in for certain periods throughout this evening's match where he can be sort of most beneficial.
I know it's, you know, as you rightly said, this was a bit of an ace card possibly for Philadelphia Lightning, and he's coming and being a bit of a party pooper. We've still got 12 and a half minutes. A lot can change in that time. I'm worried for him. Oh, here we go.
You saw the yellow flag go there from Celia, yeah?
Well, that's what I was asking you about the colours, Beach, but I'm pleased you're not colourblind.
That's a great performance from Mosaad. I mean, you can see the high five there between captain and player. She's obviously very happy with the performance from her player so far.
I mean, look at him. He's absolutely... Yeah, Nick Matthews, I mean, look at this. He's absolutely prowling onto that T-line. And we have had it confirmed, actually, from Andre Maurer that Nick Matthews got Omar Mosaad's proper shorts on and Omar Mosaad had Nick Matthews. So that was a bit of a mix-up.
Yeah, there's been a mix-up. Whoever was in charge of the kits for the players, I don't think we'll be seeing them in tomorrow's lineup, that's for sure.
No, they won't have another chance at that opportunity for them. But well, suddenly Nick Matthews on, and Philadelphia Lightning are absolutely striking first. It's really opened up. Big opportunity now. Marwan's even perked up.
Yeah, this is quality though. It's a chance, bit of a chance for a bit of a revenge here, possibly for Marwan ElShorbagy. He was certainly witness to a couple of beatings from Nick Matthews over the years, especially when he was in the twilight of his career. So a chance for a little bit of revenge for the Englishman.
This is an incredibly quick pace. He wants to... Well, there just looked like he was blowing spittle at Marwan. We're close to halfway through this first period now with these two. Mosaad did a great job in the initial phase for Atlanta Tornadoes. Marwan is opening up, 3-point lead.
Yeah, this is where the Tornadoes will just need to be mindful not to get too far behind where they're chasing the scoreboard.
Would you have substituted then, though?
I think it's a good time to just get Nick into the pace of the game and the pattern of play. I think it's a decent decision from Celia. I just wonder how much longer Johnny White will keep Marwan out.
He's fuming about that. Yeah.
And there you go.
Interesting.
Right,
so just as he puts it on the floor, yeah, this one goes in the floor and he's off. So he's off.
Johnny White's seen enough. He's seen enough.
Yeah, he's enough. There's Curtis Malik, who's also seems to be getting taller as the seasons go on.
Yeah, I don't know if they put the shorts in the dry cleaning or the kind of tumble dryer there, Joe. Those shorts seem a little bit tight for Curtis as well.
I don't know. Yeah, it's obviously an error with that, but hopefully it won't restrict him too much because he's going to need to be, because Nick Matthew is really hunting the ball. He's on that tee.
Yeah.
Curtis, a player that likes to steady the ship, work his way in.
Good camera angle there. You can just see the athleticism, the speed of the players there. Yeah, that's good speed.
Great shot.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. I thought I saw Omar Mosaad with some ice then. Ball's starting to soften up a little bit more now, so they're from a very lively start of these of this traditional court. This isn't the plaster court though. There's a lot of these prefab courts in the States, very different to back in Europe, PJ. They do play differently, don't they? They're very, very fast with the new ball, but it is steadying up a bit. The ball's softening.
Yeah, it's certainly starting to. I mean, the thing is, Joey, they will actually continue with this ball for the duration unless it breaks. So
right, unless it breaks. Okay.
The conditions that we'll see now will be very different into maybe an hour and a half's time after it takes a little bit of a hammering.
I wonder if that'll be an aspect that will come into the opportunity of new balls.
Yeah, I mean, it will certainly favour the shot makers as the ball starts to drop off.
It's cool for a new ball. It just adds another tactic into it, PJ, you know, another change in the dynamic, change in the environment.
It looks like Celia's called in for a power play there. She's maybe starting to sense this is an opportunity. So from this point on, for the next 2 minutes, only Tornadoes can put points on the board. So this is obviously a chance. This is where Curtis Malik needs to stay in the rallies as long as he can, not allow Nick Matthew to score as many points, and it will be the Tornadoes that serve every single point here at the beginning of every rally. So
this is not good. I don't know what's happened to Nick here.
No,
that's a massive foot fault. So what would you, if you were to Curtis Malik, PJ, what would you be doing here? Just talk us through the tactics.
I mean, this for me is where he just needs to elongate the rallies as much as he can, Joe. Stick the ball high up on the front wall, take the pace off, not allow Nick to kind of attack as much as he can. And that's obviously made a little bit harder by you can see Nick just chomping at the bit. He's trying to force the pace. And for Curtis, this is a real case of cat and mouse. Two completely different tactics. Curtis needs to slow it. Nick needs to attack as much as he can.
Well, he's done very well in Nick Matthew. Squeezing out a 1 point lead. There was a 3 point deficit before the power play was called.
Yes, it's very good for Nick. To be fair, he really has maximised the opportunity here, Joe. This is a very good power play from not only Celia but from the player as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's unlike him. He's always the one to maximise whatever opportunity he gets. Just looking movement-wise, Curtis Malik just struggling in those front corners. It's a bit of a barrage. This is a 4-point lead at the moment for the Tornadoes. So they're the flags, PJ. You just see them. They're not surrendering flags. We've got no white flags involved in this, just the yellow and the red.
Yeah, but if we just see on the left of the screen there, Joe, it looks as though the Lightning are actually calling for a power play as well. And he's gone straight on here, Abouelghar. And we've got two seriously big hitters here, Rodriguez and Abouelghar.
Well, he's just lost 5 seconds on that one. That's precious time. He is nicknamed the Bullet, Abouelghar, so he's going to have to produce it against the Cannonball. Cannonball looks like he's just happy to lob and just hit soft. Well, look at the tactics of the Colombian. Oh, he's really entertaining.
Well, he's played in this event before, Joey, and this is where the experience from the Colombian is very apparent. Slowing the ball down, using height, not allowing... I mean, this is really frustrating for Abouelghar, and I'm not being funny. This is probably the worst possible player the Lightning would have wanted to come up against from the Tornadoes, because Rodriguez, as we know, you need to hit 3 or 4 outright winners against him to try and win a point.
I've been very, very impressed by the way that this first part's been managed by the Tornadoes. Really, really impressive.
Yeah.
He's unreal. He's not scored a point in this power play yet. Well, it's out of court all too soon. First point on the board.
Oh, that's quality. That's unbelievable there from Abouelghar.
Yeah, he's just starting to find a bit of a gauge now. 30 seconds left on this power play. 2 points separating them in this first part. So they've bounced back pretty well, PJ.
I mean, this is unbelievable though, Joey. Yeah, but it's the perfect storm now, because both teams have used their power play, and we're now coming into the last phase. We've got 4.5 minutes left, and they're locked in at 14 apiece. It's actually now the Tornadoes with a 15-14 lead. So.
Yeah, he needs to rein it in now. Just go back to... This is going to be fascinating now. All eyes on this. Just 1 point separating them back to the squash that we kind of know in terms of the style of play. The Lightning are under pressure still. Drawn level now. Just under 4 minutes left of this first period. There was a particular comment, PJ, that you would say at this stage of any match.
Well, I mean, you kind of sport the moment now, Joe. But the scoreboard says it all. 15 all, first period. Absolutely nothing in it.
Just as you say that, you just, there is now. And the Bullet catching the top of the tin. The pressure is back on the Lightning.
That's tight. That's a great squeeze from Rodriguez. Yeah, that's a brilliant shot.
The Tornadoes with all that experience now. Just to remind everyone, I'm going to do it throughout the periods, that you've gone for a Lightning victory.
I have. Yep. You, as per usual, will sit on the fence and not say a word, which is typical.
Well, you never asked me.
No, I'm not going to.
You never asked me, but it's under pressure. Coming up to 2.5 minutes. Oh,
Oh dear. A little bit fortuitous there, possibly.
I just heard you put your teeth in that glass, PJ, that you're drinking.
Just keeping the fluids up, Joe. It's thirsty work. It's very tight down the backhand side of the court from these two.
Yeah, it's wicked when it's like this, though. I mean, you literally can't take your eyes off it.
Yeah.
They're really finding their strides, though. And you see the quality of the hitting now, really starting to warm up into it. It's not easy coming on. Well, that was a bit of manipulation by John White. John White was really trying to persuade the referees about that. PJ, is there ever an instance where the team manager just gets sent off?
I mean, Johnny was quite close to it there, Joey, trying to influence the referee's decision. You know, we know that's not within the rules. Yes, a little bit. I mean, Johnny White's a big guy, and he's obviously excels in martial arts. We know that much.
Yeah, but I mean, he can't start doing that. Yeah, I mean, you know, be the last we see of him this season if that happened.
No, they've got very tight security down in Atlanta, so I think they'll be all right. But does need to be careful.
Well, there's 1 minute left now. 1 minute left.
Oh,
and that is taking a lot of minerals from the bullet. That was a great shot. Great shot. Pressure's on. Big time now.
This is huge. This is huge. This is a huge period for the Tornadoes.
He's made. I can't believe it. The excitement there. He's made an error. Yeah. He's made an error. It was. Look at this.
He was so surprised by the Rodriguez tweener.
Oh, he had a shocker there. That was there for the taking. They're going to do it. They are going to take the first period.
You couldn't design a better court for Rodriguez.
They have taken the first period. Nick Matthew, again, he's got ants in his pants there. Done. So the first period goes to the Atlanta Tornadoes. Superb. Absolutely brilliant. It was a bit of a masterclass on tactics, you've got to be honest, with the substitutions and also the power play. Nick Matthew played a big part in that, PJ.
Yeah, to be fair, he played the power play really well. He put a lot of points on the board.
He's just gonna talk about himself for a bit, so let's hear him.
That you can stay in no matter what. Going into period number 2, what did you learn from period number 1 that's going to make period number 2 a little
Well, that was a very, very exciting first period. A lot more to come from Atlanta.
Meet Dakota Marketplace. Built by fundraisers, for fundraisers. It's a complete, accurate, and ever-updated database. Stay current on job and role changes to be notified when your prospect or client leaves a firm. Stay up to date on fundraising news. Access our metro areas feature, which allows you to quickly identify a city that you are traveling to, and all of the qualified prospects within that city broken out by channel. All of this updated in real time. Request a demo and see how we make fundraising easier.
I'll tell you what, PJ, that wine looks very drinkable, didn't it, by Mira? I'm sure you'll be contacting them for a nice bottle.
Well, it's all included. It's in the contract, Joey. If you read the small print, we're guaranteed 12 cases each, which is obviously part of the package.
I'm definitely going to be following that up with Mr. Lovejoy, 100%. But again, the young ones really, really enjoying that. Got some fascinating stats through. And if we go through it first with Marwan, in 10 minutes that he played, 9 points. And Mosaad, who was on originally with Marwan, 6 points in 8 minutes. But it's Nick Matthew. He played for 6 minutes, 9 points for him. Curtis defended 7, -2. So he had a bit of a shocker there, Curtis. Bit more experience needed for him, which will come in. And then Rodriguez, obviously, -9 points, then 3 points in 6 minutes. So the pressure really has come from Nick Matthews. So a bit of the man of the match, really, for that first period, or man of the period, should I say.
I'm sure he'll like to hear you saying that, Joey, but no, you're right. And it's the experience of the Wolf. This is his first season, I think, in the NSL. So the fact that he's adapted so quickly and being a student of the game, he would have been looking at every angle and how he can maximise his impact as a player. And going on that first period, he's certainly done that. The big question will be, at the ripe old age of his kind of late 30s, how much longer can he sustain that? It's only one period gone. There's still a long way to go. And again, this will be down to Celia Pashley and how she uses Nick to the best of his kind of potential and his abilities, as to whether he can still bring as much as he did in that first period to the second and third periods coming up.
Yeah, big time. I'm excited about the second period. Oh, look at that.
You're excited about that pizza, aren't you? Yeah, I can see you got.
Me.
I can tell you've got food envy there, Joe.
Well, it's not just me. I mean, Gawad will be all over that as well. I mean, imagine a lovely glass of Mira red wine from the Napa Valley and a nice slice of pizza, PJ. You just can't go wrong, can you?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit underage for that, though, Joey. We don't want to be kind of promoting underage drinking, do we? It's just he's absolutely devouring that pizza. But you're right. There will be one. Karim Abdel Gawad is probably the largest pizza fan on the squash tour.
He certainly is. Well, I'll tell you what, the Philadelphia Lightning are under pressure. They are under pressure after that first period. And just to reiterate to the world, because they'll be watching all around the world, you are going for the Philadelphia Lightning victory here tonight.
Yeah, I'm still going to back my original prediction.
I mean, in this timeout now that's happening before the second period, I mean, what are the players doing? Just take us through. Somebody that's trained incredibly hard throughout their life, PJ, and has been obsessed with that side, the stretching, all the physical work, the gym work. Just talk us through what they'll be doing now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to be in some sort of a little bit of physical duress. The lactic acid will certainly be building. Somebody like Matthew probably have his feet slightly elevated to get that lactic acid down. They'll be taking on fluids, Joey. They're a little bit of stretching. The key thing for this kind of format is you can't allow the body to calm down too much. It'll be a case of just ticking over nicely. If there's any bikes in the area, they may just do a little bit on the spin bikes just to tick over and keep the blood flowing through the system. But to go from such a high intensity.
Talking of blood flowing now, if we look at Omar Mosaad, I mean, he's had no blood to the top half of his body from those shorts. So I don't know what. I mean, he's literally wearing recovery shorts there, isn't he? He thought he might,
We just need to make sure that we need to make sure there's a doctor in the house just so he doesn't cut off the circulation. If they start turning blue, if those legs start turning blue, then we've got a bit of a problem.
I mean, I've not seen anything. Are you sure they're shorts and they're not just being drawn on by a black marker pen?
I don't know, but they're very, very tight.
Well, let's see how this second period fares. I can't wait to see it. So Curtis Malik, a lot of work to do now to try and give a good show from his side, the Englishman. And the Hammer of Thor kicks off this second period. Who's going to win this second period, PJ?
I mean, I think this is a must-win, really, for the Lightning after such a great start from the Tornadoes. I think that's caught a few people by surprise, to be honest, Joe. I think the players have certainly stepped up to the plate, which is great.
Always remember playing Omar Mosaad. I played him twice on the PSA squash tour, and when he was on a roll with points, he would serve quicker than anyone. At times, you'd have to kind of steady him. If you watch him, this side, he's a little bit slower, but on the other side, he's bouncing the ball serving before you're even ready to return serve.
Yeah.
It's quite irritating, but it's part of his kind of disruptive rhythm that he likes to crack on when he's on a run.
I mean, he's been retired from the tour from a couple of years now, Joey, and he was always one of our favourite players, wasn't he? So it's just great to see him back out there again, competing and seeing him hit the ball. You want to talk about pure ball striking. There wasn't anybody hit it so sweet as Omar Mosaad. And he really was the game's, gentleman of the game. He was he was a gentle giant. Such a lovely character, both on and off the court.
Well, you're looking at a former world number 3. He also lost out in that World Championship final in Seattle.
Yeah, 2015. Yeah, Gautier, wasn't it? Yeah.
So the pedigree is huge, and from a junior standpoint, British junior champion. He's absolutely came that in the tin, though.
Yes, good squeeze. Just taking his space there through the middle of the court, nice and low, nice and balanced, good stretch.
He's got to keep it tight out there, really has. So I'm really feeling for him. I mean, he's heavily restricted and he's absolutely flying. Imagine what would happen if he could actually move his legs properly. This is brilliant from Mosaad.
Yeah, there's a bit of a strange movement there. He managed to get down to the lunge okay, but he couldn't quite get back up.
No, it's understandable, but I just want to see young Malik if he can start riding the storm here from the Atlanta Tornadoes.
Yeah, again, it's another good start, isn't it? Another very good start.
What advice would you give Curtis with this situation? What's going on now? You know, he's a bit of an experience at this, this type of format. But what would you kind of say to him to try and get the best out of his time in this second period?
Yeah, I think he's just been a little bit too passive, Joey. I think he's got to try and make Mosaad kind of stretch into those extremes. Certainly, try and bring those shorts into question. He's a little bit too. He's a bit too upright. He needs to get him to bend a little bit lower and make him move. I mean, he can't wait to get on the court there, Abouelghar.
No, he's there. There's the big hand slap from Marwan. So the Bullet is going to try and salvage 3-point deficit, and we're into a power play. Exciting times. So here we have it. The power play's on, PJ.
Yeah, it's a big call. It's a big call. Philadelphia Lightning feeling that, I mean, they can't, again, the scoreboard pressure it's quite significant. And the Tornadoes did a great job in that last period of extending that lead. Nick Matthew in particular opened up a 4-point lead, I think, at 15-11. So they're looking to really capitalise here.
Tell some of those referees would have a field day, wouldn't they? You can understand the urgencies to serve, but sometimes not always in the correct position. I'm not a big fan of the foot faults anyway, but doesn't seem to come in on this one. That is a great shot. Mosaad's getting a taste of his own medicine with the quick serving here. Then he got boshed out of the way as well.
It's in fast forward mode.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
this
crazy.
is incredible from the Bullet. I mean, he's gone 7 through to 7 now, and this power play just seems to be going on forever. We're into the last 35 seconds.
That's a great shot from Abouelghar. Yeah, he's done very well here. He's done very well. This is good use of the power play.
It is. You've got to feel. I reckon there's going to be a substitution happening quite soon. Unfortunately, that one wasn't up. It was close to 3 bounces, but you just feel that the Tornadoes might tap someone in. Mosaad's under pressure here, PJ. He really is.
Yeah. I mean, we're kind of coming up to the 6-minute mark now, so he's been out there from the beginning, and those kind of legs will start to get a little bit heavy as the circulation struggles to get through. Very well played there from Abouelghar. Terrific.
It was brilliant. Mosaad, there we go. He's in pain for a lot of different reasons. And Nick Matthew, he nearly took that youngster out there. A couple of stretches, probably do a bit of shoulder stuff, do the stuff he does with his eyes and his mouth. There go the elbows like a chicken, and we're off. Mr. Twitch.
Yeah, he certainly would. He would have been one of the players that'd been on the bike, Joey, just to keep that body warm.
Yeah.
You mentioned it in the first period, how he maximised every ounce of potential and ability out of his game. And
he actually coached Abouelghar as well.
Yeah.
Do you know that? He actually coached Abouelghar.
Yeah, I mean, he's tried to coach everybody.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Another pupil playing against former coach, and they've done very well here. Philadelphia Lightning really have stepped up to the mark. Surely there's going to be a power play called soon by the Tornadoes. What do you think?
Well, and again, if Celia Pashley is not careful here, you've got a 12-6 lead, and that's you can get into that phase of it being kind of insurmountable. So she'll certainly need to start thinking about it, but also maybe take into consideration the final substitute for the Lightning, and then maybe who would be the best player for them to use it against. I don't know if Abouelghar would be an ideal opportunity for that.
Well, you're looking at 7 points clear now, and we're nearly up to halfway for this second period. Something needs to happen.
Yeah. What this does mean, Joey, is obviously this third period is going to be whoever wins that third period. I mean, this is looking like it's going to go one apiece. I know we still have 12 minutes, but I don't think that's now an 8-point cushion, 9-point cushion for the Lightning. I don't think that's going to be retrievable for the Tornadoes. So this, again, I mean, this is what makes it so exciting, because it is going to come down to that 30-minute final period.
Yeah, and then exactly. You've got to think ahead, haven't you? If you've won that first period, you think, do you then push in and put Rodriguez in and put him under pressure, and then you've got the third period at 30 minutes. So there's a lot to think about in not that long a period of time. You've got to be very adaptable, which is it shows how important the coach, team manager is in this format. Brings them in big time,
Yeah, huge. And as I said, this is where Johnny White's experience. I say experience. We've only had one season, but he's seen it all already as a player and as a pro. So he's going to know how to manage these situations better than most. That's a great finish. This is brilliant. This is terrific from Abouelghar. It's now an 11-point cushion, Joey, as we come into this final second half of this second period. This is huge.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very different Abouelghar to what we saw. Oh, look at that. A bit of cockiness as well. The hold. What we saw to Abouelghar when he was up against Rodriguez in that first period. He really has opened. This is massive.
I'm surprised that Pashley hasn't got Nick Matthew off that court as much as he still wants to be out there. I think he's in this particular period, although he was man of the first period, Joey, I think he's giving a little bit too much away.
Yeah,
she's seen enough.
He's too many options here. Yeah, he's opening up the court too much. He's off now. Bullet is going to welcome another challenge with Rodriguez. So let's see what Rodriguez can do. You're looking at a 14-point deficit.
Yeah, that's insurmountable, that, Joe.
What PJ, with your experience from season one, what's been the biggest deficit you've seen between two teams in a period?
It's what we're seeing now, Joey. I think it's 14, 15 points. But again, I don't remember anybody coming back from that far behind, especially with kind of 10 minutes on the clock gone already. It's even though it's quite a long period of time, the first 4 to 5 minutes really do set the tempo and the precedent for the rest of that period. So if you can come out of the gate strong and put some pressure on that scoreboard, it's quite hard.
Power play.
Quite hard to return. Yeah, here we go.
Power play call for the Tornadoes. So 2 minutes now. 2 minutes for Rodriguez to try and peg back this massive gap that's appeared from the Lightning, and it's not looking very favourable as we hit the first 15 seconds of it.
And just as we expected, Joey, this will be Abouelghar just using height on that front wall, slowing the pace down, not allowing Rodriguez to attack with as much frequency as he would have liked. Clever. This is intelligent squash from Abouelghar. He hasn't put a point on the board yet, Joey. So
no, I know, and it can just turn on a dime. I mean, he was very difficult in that first period and first point there, but it's way off for me. There's 1 minute left of this power play called by the Atlanta Tornadoes.
This, for me, Joe, is an example of where Celia Pashley's not got the tactics right, because Abouelghar is not the ideal player you would have wanted one of your players to put points on the board, because he's such a terrific mover and he's going to keep that ball back in play. He maybe should have looked at using it against somebody not quite as mobile and quite as agile.
Yeah, it's a good call,
you can see,
PJ.
Yeah, Rodriguez is struggling to put points on here, so it is a little bit of a waste. He's got 22 seconds left, and he's only put one or two points on this board. No, it's not going to hurt.
You're looking at not at all. I mean, you're looking at a singular game on the PSA squash floor up to 11. 11 points American. I mean, it's
Yeah.
You see some games that can be one singular game that can be as quick as 5 minutes, but for me, this is all about Philadelphia Lightning here in this second period. It's a great shot, but a lot to do for the Colombian Cannonball.
Yeah. Looks like a substitution coming in. Looks like Marwan's going to be out there replacing Abouelghar. That was a terrific. I mean, he's definitely got the man of the period.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he knows it as well. That was a big step up for the Bullet. Now we've got Marwan, current world number 7. It's not a bad person to have on court as a substitute, PJ.
No, but what Marwan does have the luxury of now, Joe, there's no rush. He's got no scoreboard pressure to try and put points on the board, so he can just try and hang tough and stay in the rallies. And, with Marwan, that's going to be quite easy because he'll just extend, use height. I mean, his squash intelligence is one of the best out there. And he won't be in any urgency to go short. He won't need to look for any winners. He'll just keep that ball in play, which we can see here.
Yeah,
this is going to be a little bit of it's going to be a bit of a whooping. This is going to be a bit of a drumming for the Tornadoes, and a very well played second period for the Lightning.
Well, I just hope Omar's okay, because he's going to be needed big time in the third period. It is going to be going to a third period. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Keep going, Marwan.
Well, we've got 6 minutes left. Slightly delaying the inevitable, but it's got to be played out. Bit of trickery there from Rodriguez. 13 points, though. If you're in Rodriguez's shoes, I mean, what would you be trying to do? I mean, there's no way you can just hit 13 winners in 5 minutes.
No,
Not even you.
I think they're a little bit too far behind here, Joey. I just think they got the tactics a little bit wrong at the very beginning. So I think it's prolonging the inevitable. It's just a matter of time before we head to this third period.
Well, he's enjoying it out there, Marwan. A bit of swagger. You also have a situation as well, PJ, where both these players don't want to use extra energy, knowing that they've got that third period coming up, which is extended to 30 minutes rather than 20. That becomes pretty tough. So, it's going through the motions slightly at the moment.
Yeah, I think the Tornadoes here, Rodriguez, they'll be just kind of casually seeing their way through this. You can see a bit of, not a lack of effort from him, but it's certainly not a full commitment from Rodriguez. So they just allow this. It's almost, when you see certain players, when they go into 5 games, Joey, they can give up that 4th just to prepare themselves to come out strong in that 5th. And I think we're seeing a little bit of that tactic here. It's a 15-point gap between the two now, so it's just a matter of time.
Marwan trying to pull a fast one there with a bit of a sense of humour, but again, he's really enjoying it for obvious reasons. When you're 27-13, guaranteed. Well, Rodriguez nearly did himself a bad injury there. So we've gone into massive exhibition mode. The kids will love this, though. He's going to hit him then.
Certainly don't recommend trying this at home.
No. I'm still worried about Omar. I hope he's okay.
Just 3.5 minutes to go now. 14 points. It's double the points for Lightning.
It's a very, very strong response from the Lightning.
Yeah.
I think they were a bit shocked, actually, by that first period. They were caught a little bit on the hop They've certainly regrouped brilliantly here. I mean, psychologically, going into the third period after winning the second in this type of way, I mean, you've got to be on cloud nine, really.
Yeah, the momentum shifts back and forth between the two teams have been quite apparent. And the good news is for the squash fans and anybody watching is this third period will be the decider. We won't see a tiebreak, unfortunately, because it's going to be one apiece. So it's 2 points up for grabs in that last 30-minute session. And therefore, whoever comes out will be a 3-1 winner. So this is just a case of now just starting to get... This is where the managers will play their part again, just start prepping the players for that crucial third period, the early phase of that third period, to come out and start putting on some good points early on the board. Because it will create a pressure, without a shadow of a doubt, it will create pressure.
I mean, mentally to regroup, though, like for the Atlanta Tornadoes, they will regroup, but, you know, it has... I mean, it's 30-19 now, so we're back to an 11-point deficit for the Tornadoes. I mean, it is a bit of a confidence drummer, to say the least.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a one-sided affair, this second phase.
Well, they're enjoying themselves out there. I mean, there's not really ever a time when Rodriguez steps on that court and doesn't enjoy himself, even if he is down.
Yeah, he's always compelling viewing.
You sitting on a squeaky chair, PJ? Because that was...
I did... No, that's my hip.
I thought it might be.
That's what happens when you hit 50. Oh, that's quality.
Oh, he's done it there. Yeah, he did a real wrong in there. I don't know what Marwan was up to. I mean, Rodriguez is buzzing around. It's not like he's conserving energy.
Mini comeback towards the late stage of this second. Yep, but still a little bit too far. 9 points still. Was 14 at one stage.
That's a very clever bit of time wasting there from Marwan. Oh, a little nudge of them. There we go. The racket just disappears off and manages to delay the inevitable anyway. And there it is. So second period goes to the Philadelphia Lightning, 33-23. Massive performance by them to equalise here in this first encounter of the new season of the NSL. More and more people are coming in, PJ. They've timed it pretty well, haven't they, for the third period coming up?
Yeah, just see Nick Matthew in the background there, warming the body up, so that would tell us that he'll be coming out first. But I mean, what a dream start we hear from Johnny White here, manager of Philly Lightning.
What'd you guys change there to get back into championship form?
Well, we told the guys just get back in form, and obviously, Atlanta played well in the first period, but I think there was that power play earlier on where Abouelghar, I think he won like 13 points. So that caught us up, and then you have that lead, and the boys just kept on the lead and put all the pressure on Atlanta, and happy days.
You're old and you haven't been in the game for a while. You're out here watching Nick Matthew and Omar Mosaad try to hang with these young bucks that are still on tour. Are you using that to your advantage in your coaching over there? What are you doing when you're watching the other old guys like Nick and Omar go at it?
Well, you can't take anything away from them, but it's legs are going to get weary, but the young guys, they just got to keep control. Once they do that, hopefully it comes our way.
All right, there it is, John White. Thank you very much. Philadelphia Lightning take period number 2 in dominant fashion. It is 1-1 and an overall game score. We have the third period.
Well, PJ, we've got the stats coming through there. Mosaad lost 4 points defending that power play. 6 points for him there. Malik 3 points as well. So that was a really, really tough call. Nick Matthew, complete opposite to the first period. So Nick Matthew ended up on 0 points. I mean, that's big.
I mean, that's huge. Yeah. I mean, this is, it's all to play for, which is what's going to make it so exciting. It's all about the start, Joey. You can see the momentum shifts already in those first 2 periods. So I think Nick's going to be up against it as we come in to this 3rd period.
Meet Dakota Marketplace, built by fundraisers for fundraisers. It's a complete, accurate, and ever-updated database. Stay current on job and role changes to be notified when your prospect or client leaves a firm. Stay up to date on fundraising news. Access our metro areas feature, which allows you to quickly identify a city that you are traveling to, and all of the qualified prospects within that city broken out by channel. All of this updated in real time. Request a demo and see how we make fundraising easier.
Well, welcome back to the NSL, the first fixture of the new season, and it's all set, all level between the Atlanta Tornadoes and the Philadelphia Lightning. We can't wait for the 3rd period coming up very shortly. PJ, I mean,
yes, mate.
You've got the prediction, Philadelphia Lightning going through now. 30 minutes with your experience again, that extra 10 minutes in that 3rd period, does that bring a bit more physicality, probably more mental kind of endurance, really, would you say, with the focus?
Yeah, I think, and then also if you look at the 2 teams, Joey, we're looking at some highlights here of Omar Mosaad. He's now retired from the tour. Nick Matthew also playing for Atlanta Tornadoes, retired from the tour. So I think the fact that it's a slightly aging team from Atlanta compared to the Philly Lightning, that could be the deciding factor. As good of a start as it was for the Tornadoes, I feel that the Lightning have regrouped really, really well. I think Johnny White, again, he's done a good... There was no panic, was there, from Johnny White? He was just very calm with his team, and he knows that this is a long slog. So even after losing that first period, he certainly wouldn't have been too concerned, and I think he just feels that eventually, players like Curtis Malik and Marwan and Abouelghar, they're going to have a little bit too much juice in the legs, and eventually come through this.
Well, one of our good buddies who MCs a lot of the matches, Bill Buckingham, known as Wild Bill, I know he's watching this eagerly in one of his shepherd's huts.
What's interesting as well, Joey, as we come into this 3rd period, this deciding period, really. There's also 4 substitutes and 2 power plays in each team available in this 3rd set. Again, you talk about variables. and how to manage these kind of situations. This is where the manager will certainly step up to the plate and show their mettle.
Yeah, I mean that again. It's a lot of pressure on the team manager coaches. You know, they've got to really read the situation quickly.
Yeah.
And we're into the third period, so 30 minutes to decide who's going to take this first fixture. We're down at Atlanta. Philadelphia Lightning responding brilliantly in that second period. And will Rodriguez show that experience in what PJ is quoted as a very, very old Atlanta team?
Don't put words into my mouth. I said aging. Mr. Barrington, thank you. Oh, that's good. This is good from Malik.
Yeah, he's kind of saving his best till last, really, for me. Took him a while to get going, but that kind of little bit of extra expression on the shot, bit of deception, it shows that he's starting to get his mojo going out there, PJ.
Yeah, he's not really been too much of a feature in this match so far as Curtis, so I mean, it's a be a good chance to try and put some points on that board. Get stuck into Rodriguez. I mean, there's not much between these two in the rankings, so this should be a nice, evenly contested first phase.
Well, there's a wave. We've got a wave of a red flag going on.
That's a power play already. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
well, there is-
She's going for the power play. So
Yeah,
Celia
she
Pasley
is.
really is trying to implement some scoreboard pressure here, Joey. That's for sure.
Referees aren't seeing it, though. She's had that flag up for a while
We'll have
now.
to wait till the end of the rally, Joey. Just calm, just relax a little bit. We'll wait till the end of the point.
No,
You're
you've got to
always
be in the moment
very
there.
eager. Yeah, well, you just need to calm down a little bit.
You see a red flag, what do you do?
Stop.
Oh, we're in. The 2-minute countdown, and it just goes fast forward. So called by the Atlanta Tornadoes. Rodriguez will be looking to make a big lead here on the scoreboard. Cameron Malik will be, sorry, Cameron Malik.
Who?
This is his dad. He'd be watching this. I was saying, big
He'll be
shout
watching
out to
this.
Cameron.
Yeah. He's not playing.
Well, he's really getting involved with the referee, though, isn't he?
Can you remember his name?
Oh, God, you're funny. It might begin with C.
He's doing well here, Curtis, though, to be fair. He's sticking in this. He's not allowing Rodriguez any opportunities to go short.
No, it's good stuff here from Curtis.
Yeah. Rodriguez not interested.
No, I mean, it's...
Keep going, Curtis!
You can hear that from the crowd there. He's done a very, very good job in this first power play. 30 seconds left. It's like he used the first kind of second period a little bit to get warm and get himself going. Curtis Malik, this is superb stuff from him. Puts a lot of pressure on the Atlanta Tornadoes. Yes, they're 4-2 up, but they are now about to finish their first power play of this third period.
Yeah, Curtis!
Getting close to 25 minutes left for this third period, and Cameron Malik, Curtis Malik. Well, he keeps messaging me, that's why. He keeps messaging me.
Of course he does.
It's knocking me out of kilter. But on a serious note, if you were managing Philadelphia Lightning now, what would you keep him on for a while? Because he looks good to me.
He looks solid, he's holding the fort, and I think this has been a terrific kind of first leg from Curtis Malik. A dream start, but again, this is where Johnny White has done a good job, because in the he wasn't too much of a feature in the first 2 periods, but he's done a great job here. I see Marwan getting quite animated.
Very animated there. I mean, Johnny White's not just a pretty face, though, is he? There's a lot of stuff going on upstairs.
No, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Yeah, he's a lot smarter than he looks, which is fortunate.
Yeah, I mean, the looks have got him somewhere, but it's all down to the nous.
Yeah. That's qualities. He's just starting to open up a little bit here.
Okay, question for you. Who would you bring on if you were to substitute Rodriguez at some point here? Which one would you bring in? Would you bring on Omar Mosaad, or would it be Nick Matthew?
After this period, I'll probably bring Nick Matthew on. I think that, he was great in that first leg. He's a big time player, and this is actually a crucial phase of the match now. 5 minutes on the clock. I think the next 10 minutes are of paramount importance for both teams to not get too far behind. And this is what we're seeing a little bit here. This is where the Tornadoes are doing a really good job. 9 points played, 6 points of those have gone to Atlanta. So
just see Johnny White. You just see Johnny White from the pictures there. He's just looking. He might be coming up for a substitution soon. I feel he's coming slightly off the ball here, Curtis Malik. Starting to home down on the 20 minutes.
That's brilliant. This is brilliant.
Yeah, he's getting his grind on a bit, isn't he, Rodriguez? He's starting to hit his corners.
Yeah, it's been very well played from him. I'm quite interested to see the substitution decision for Celia Pashley here, because if it was me, I'd probably bring Abouelghar out next to maybe try and extend the lead a little bit, and then use Matthew to just try and hold on at the very end. So I'm interested to see how she decides to go for that. You've got the 2 flags ready and waiting. She does have another power play available.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll bring the bullet on because he's playing for the Philadelphia Lightning.
Correct. And here he is, ready to come on.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you've got the sixth sense, not in the right sense, but you've certainly got a sixth sense. Oh, they're both on. Oh, my word. 2 substitutions. Omar Mosaad bounding up and down on that wooden floor. What happened there? What was that, PJ? Talk us through that situation.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, Johnny White was absolutely sharp as a marble there. He was not having any of that. He felt that Rodriguez needed to stay out on the court. And it's a power play that's been called by the Lightning. This is quite bizarre. I would not have put a Lightning play against Rodriguez. If he's going to do it, I would have done it.
Yeah, he's just signaling.
Against Mosaad.
He's signaling to. This is fascinating. This really is fascinating. Already had a call, first power play earlier on from the Tornadoes. Now it's Philadelphia Lightning. Looking at that scoreboard, PJ, 5 points between them at the moment in this third period.
There's quite a lot, Joey. Quite a lot. We're a third of the way through this.
Oh, that's a big miss.
Just clip the top of the
It's a big miss. Yeah, Rodriguez being quite tactical there, just walking very slowly back to return serve.
The thing is, it's not down to the receiver, though, receiver, Joey. It's the team with the power play can serve as and when they want. And
right,
it's down to the opponents to be ready. So,
yeah, I know. I mean, that's what I mean. It's that fine line, though, isn't it, between actually serving? Because, I mean, if you serve it and it just goes and he doesn't return it, you've got to serve it again. You waste time. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's your point. If they opt to not return the serve, that is your point as the server. That's brilliant. This has been a good power play, to be fair. This is good. He's getting them.
Yeah,
he's got the Lightning back into this.
Next try, next try.
What a terrific match. This is a very, very fascinating. There's a lot to observe throughout these periods. And one more point and the power play's up. This will be the last one. Oh, we've got another flag in the mix here, PJ.
That's Mosaad. It's a substitute. So finally, Mosaad's back on. Yeah.
He's back on, but the thing is here,
Joey, this period here will be the determining factor for the outcome of this match.
Well, there we go. We're now coming down on the 20-minute mark, so close to 9.5 minutes of play in this third period. This is a big call now. The retired Omar Mosaad, former world number 3, former world championship finalist back in 2015, will be under pressure. Will he use that tremendous control? He's got to kind of contain the bullet, isn't he? Because he is jumping around the court, looking very, very dangerous, moving well.
Yeah, this is a massive challenge for Mosaad. That looked like a massive double bounce there. Unfortunately, no VR. Huge double. Oh, we're calling a power play by the looks of things. The crowd getting a little bit excited. See their pasty just waving the red flag.
I don't think she is. I think she was just waving her arm.
That's bizarre.
Problem with you is obviously you're blind and colourblind, so you've got no chance. Well, he's responded, Mosaad, and you've got to take, you've got to give him a lot of credit because he has been at a disadvantage for obvious reasons coming into this.
Yeah, I think they just made a couple of extra slips in the side of the short, so there is some blood flow, which is good.
The problem he's going to have, no matter what happens with this result, is how's he going to get out of them? That's a huge, huge stroke there. Mosaad flying back to the tee. Omar Mosaad, the coach of Marwan ElShorbagy, but also Amina Alfi, since he's retired from the PSA Squash Tour. So he's on court with players that are certainly keeping him sharp. And he is on fuego here. It reminds me of the old days, PJ, with Mosaad taking to the court like this. That's the right shot to play. Costly miss, though.
Well, it's coach against play. Pupil.
Yeah. It is coach against pupil. It's never happened in the Karate Kid, but this is going to be a fascinating time. 18 minutes left. Still a very long duration left for this third period. Scandal. Immaculate technique on that shot.
Yeah, it's good pressure there through the middle of the court from Marwan ElShorbagy. Yeah, very good, very solid. Oh, it's a little bit fortuitous there from Mosaad. Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah, well, he was obviously really promoting his point there. That was important because that would have brought level the Philadelphia Lightning. Marwan is charging around the court, trying to keep the... He's doing quite a good job. You know what this reminds me of?
A little bit heavy-handed here, though, Mosaad. Just watch this movement here.
No, but PJ, the analogy for this one, you know, boxers in a ring, and then you've got one of them just coming in and grabbing and holding on. This is what Mosaad's kind of doing a little bit here. Marwan wants to get the punches in, and he's just going in for the big hug, negating, not letting him do it.
Yep.
A bit wonky with the decisions, if you ask me. For me, that was a bit of a no-let.
I think it's actually Ryan. It's Ryan that's the referee. I mean, he's
that's
kind
worrying.
of jack of all trades tonight, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit worrying though, isn't it?
You
with
see
Ryan
the flag there. The flag's going. You see the red flag going for the Philadelphia Lightning.
Well, Marwan is really, he was quite bemused. You see him, look at John White there. Now, here we go. This is massive now. We're up to halfway through, close to halfway through this third period. Mosaad appealing to the referee once again. A lot of activity with the referees in this last 5 minutes. What are you thinking, PJ?
I think this is a good play from Johnny White. This is a good opportunity for him. This would have been a good choice for me. Abouelghar, obviously, highly attacking. Looks to fire that ball in short. Mosaad, probably the slower of the three senior citizens. And he's starting to labour. So this is where Pashley will have to be quite careful.
There's a lot of time left still, though. I mean, just inside the 15-minute mark now. And he's feeling it out there, Mosaad.
Yeah, he's hurting. He's hurting. Yeah, the body, you can see the frame. I mean, he's not interested. He just keeps trying to con the ref to what side he needs to be serving, Abouelghar.
All the tricks of the trade. All the tricks of the trade. You see the urgency of the serve. 3 points now. As a lead for the Philadelphia Lightning. Mosaad is in a tangle. He really is. He's on the ropes here, PJ.
He's starting.
This is a tough time now. Really tough time. Just got 10 seconds left of this power play from the Lightning. We may have opened up a massive lead.
This is brilliant, though, Joe. It's a big. This is huge. This is huge now going into this second half of the final period. Yeah, it's 7 points now. Brilliant.
He's blown a gasket here, Mosaad. He can barely walk in those shorts. And it's Rodriguez that comes on. The Colombian cannonball will take on the bullet. They are under tremendous pressure here, the Atlanta Tornadoes. PJ's prediction of a possible Philadelphia Lightning win here tonight is a complete and utter fluke on his part. I mean, I think they're just going to play him out for the whole time here with the bullet. And that, that's the advantage, obviously, when you have got players that are a little bit younger, full-time on the PSA squash tour.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, Ryan, the referee, I think the only card he's got in his pocket is a yes let.
Yeah, no, he won't be, I doubt he'll be doing many more reffing. Stick to the emceeing, he does a good job with that. He's really enjoying this now, the bullet. I don't want to sound negative, but I just can't see Tornadoes getting into this.
That's quick. That is very quick from Abouelghar.
Well, it's the mix of play as well, isn't it? He's got his tail up, Abouelghar. He's initiating. Defensive work is very accurate. Poor old Rodriguez. I mean, where does he win a point when the bullet's playing like this? So another yes let from Ryan. You know what it reminds me of a little bit with the tactics and stuff is like a runner making a surge at a certain distance, and then
Yes.
holding that,
Yes.
doing the damage, and then you're looking for the response, and it's just not coming from the Atlanta Tornadoes. It's just not happening.
Brilliant. That's quality. 8 points now.
Come on, Abou, come on. Whatever. Yeah. I'm ready whenever. You're doing well.
Do you think they have? Do you think they feel the pressure, obviously being defending champions of the new league, or not? Not really, because it's still early days. We're looking only at the first fixture, but
Yeah, I don't think so this early on, Joey. This will certainly be a good indicator and send out a bit of a message to the rest of the teams in the league. It's a good solid start just to consolidate. But no, I think these guys are, they're seasoned campaigners, aren't they? They're maybe a couple of nerves early on in the beginning period, but from this point on, we've started to see some quite relaxed and entertaining squash.
yeah, it's certainly been very, very entertaining. You just see how the levels have gone up, and how they've got better and better for the, as I say, the seasoned pros on the squash tour. 10 minutes now. We're into the final third of this third period, and you're looking at a 6-point deficit. Now, Marwan is really
there as well. From what you could see, there's a massive fist pump from Marwan. Very aggressive.
Well, I wonder if Wolf is going to come on, or they're going to keep him back. Would you bring the Wolf on?
I think they have to. They're going to have to bring the Wolf on, and they're going to have to use a power play as well, Joey. I think they've got no alternative.
That's great coverage here. Look at the movement. Unbelievable. Everything's coming back from Abouelghar.
It's great when he's in this kind of form, Joey. We've obviously watched him on the Pro Tour for many years, and he was one of our favourite players for so long, wasn't he? Unfortunately, he played with a couple of injuries, but it's great to see him back out again in this kind of form.
Yeah. That is a cracking finish. That was above his shoulder. So the whole combination going on.
Yeah. Johnny White's seen
and
enough.
It's Marwan.
He's delighted with his player. On the derriere there.
Well, he's done the damage, hasn't he? The bullet has managed to find his way through, and also you're now looking at the world number 7, Marwan ElShorbagy, that's looking to defend this lead and also help promote the lead as well. So 8 points between these two as we are now into the last 8 minutes of the third period.
I have to say though, Joey, the situation is set perfectly. If Celia Pashley does decide to go for the power play, Nick Matthew against Marwan ElShorbagy would have been the dream situation for her.
This is very, very... Oh, that's it. That is... Well, Nick Matthews really giving it, it's home turf for the Tornadoes. Nick Matthew there, what a finish.
Well, he's closed the gap to 6 as well, Joey, and you can see the flag. You can see the flag. She's chomping at the bit here, Celia Pash. She's sensing the time is now for her player to get some points on the board.
He's looking good out there, the Wolf.
Yeah, he is, and he would be the person you'd want in this kind of situation.
Didn't quite get that anticipated volley on either side. Well, you can see the flags coming out for that power play for the Tornadoes after this rally. Marwan happy to extend just to waste some more time, PJ.
Yeah, I think he'll be thinking long game here. He'll be looking to extend some of these points. He won't be too worried about putting any points on the board, but what he won't want is Matthew to start to close that gap.
So she hasn't called for it yet. Yeah, she does
That's
now.
down to 5.
What's he doing? Yeah, here's the power play. So we're in. Huge finale to this. Nick Matthew has stepped up the court, PJ. I mean, he's literally put his nose against the front wall.
Synonymous with the brand, isn't it?
He's done well already, though, Marwan ElShorbagy. Oh, that's a ripper. It's a great shot. It's a great shot.
Still a minute and a half to go. The gap's closing.
Oh,
That's
it's out of
another point on
court.
the board. Johnny Knight's starting to get a bit twitchy. He's twitching.
He is
He's
getting a bit
twitching.
twitchy. He is. You're right. He is.
Yeah.
He's twitching.
Yeah. You see the head going a little bit red over the
Oh, goodness me, this is outrageous from the Wolf. Talk about rolling back the years, PJ. I mean, it's Marwan that's struggling out there movement-wise. I think Ryan probably gave another let, didn't he? Oh my word, this is an absolute joke. This has come out of nowhere. I mean, 25-25. I mean, Nick Matthew is... He might as well join the PSA Squash Tour again at this rate. Oh my goodness me. This is going to be a nail-biting finale. You couldn't ask for any more, PJ.
This is brilliant from Nick Matthew. Unbelievable. It's a very, very nervy look
Marwan's
from
gone
Marwan
from looking incredibly perky to a little bit stunned now. Oh no, she's substituting him. You're kidding me. She was waving the yellow flag. No, she's not substituting. Why does she do that? It's quite distracting.
She's just waving with the flag in her hand.
What's she doing? No,
That
she
was a
is.
very
She's
well
waving
played.
them
That
off.
was a very, very well played.
Oh my word! Would you have kept him off?
No, I think this is a
PJ.
good shout. This is a very good shout from Celia Pashley because Marwan ElShorbagy is starting to flag.
Oh, he's hit the tin. He's hit the tin. I don't believe this. This is a joke comeback. Oh my word! This is. Oh, that was very, very, very sneaky, wasn't it? 27-27. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. I personally would have kept Nick Matthew on for longer, PJ.
No, I think Pashley's played this perfectly. I really do. He's played this perfectly. Well, Ryan, for the first time, has made a no-let call.
No, surely not.
No, he did. Yeah, I think he did it by mistake.
Oh, that's a squeeze and a half. That is a squeeze and a half. Very clever from Marwan, keeping it nice and tight. Johnny White is so edgy. Look at him there. I thought Nick was more clinical, personally. I thought Nick Matthew was more clinical. Taking him off could be a bit costly for them. You know, the rallies are getting longer and longer. Marwan wins this. That's 2 points with not very long left on the scoreboard. Yes, he's retrieving a lot, but Nick Matthews' finishing abilities were very, very good, PJ, in that last phase.
Yeah, I mean, again, you'd have to say that on this performance, Nick Matthews, he's been the man of the match, regardless of the outcome. He's played his legs quite superb.
Two minutes now. Last 2 minutes. 1 point separating these two teams in this third period. Third and final period.
It really is going down to the wire. Another yes let from Ryan.
Well, you can only say he's been consistent.
Well, it looks like it's going to be these two that will be deciding the outcome of this match, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, just don't, unless Marwan hits the tin. Rodriguez is defending, but I can't see how he's going to win a point at the moment. We're approaching the last minute now.
Huge rally, this.
Oh, he's done a great
it's
a great shot off high post, and that sealed the deal. Could not believe it.
Yeah,
I mean, this has gone back and forth.
This could be curtains. Could be curtains for the Tornadoes. That's a big point from Marwan. Huge point.
Well, he's got to go for it. He's got to go for it. Rodriguez has to go for something. He can't just keep getting the ball back here. He's got to go for a winner.
Oh, my goodness. That was edgy. What's he thinking there?
I've no idea. I can't believe it. Oh, I don't believe it! I do not believe it! Honestly, can't write it!
Oh, no!
Honestly, PJ, what's going on? This is ridiculous! Oh my gosh! He is all over the place. It's just literally, it's like he just fallen out the ring here, Marwan.
He has. He's fallen over. He's literally fallen over on the finish line.
I don't believe it! Oh, goodness gracious me, PJ.
Why are they still playing? Why are they still playing? The match is done.
30-29, and it's the last rally. You cannot write this, PJ.
I mean, what a finish.
Honestly, this has gone back. Unbelievable.
Finish,
I mean, it's literally, you can't say that 30 minutes has not been maximised by the drama here.
Absolutely flown by this last phase. They look so much in control. The Philadelphia Lightning. Oh my goodness, you're not going to believe it, Joe. 5-point shootout after all of that.
Oh, I can't believe it. Honestly,
shootout.
Oh my word. Honestly, I thought he'd gone. Oh, he's had an absolute...
Oh, it was a sudden death. 1-point shootout.
Unbelievable. And it ends in a stroke. You can't write it. It ended in a stroke. Sudden death there. Marwan, I mean, yeah. He can't believe his luck, though, because at one point he was flapping around. That was a bit of drama, to say the least. The crowd getting their money's worth. Nick Matthew absolutely fuming there. I mean, you can see him, you know, fuming. Having a chat with everyone. He's so angry, PJ. We know him inside. Look at him. He just literally can't deal with it. But the winners are the Philadelphia Lightning. PJ has managed to fluke a prediction. He's got one right for the first time ever. But you can't ask for a better opening to the NSL. I mean, that went all the way to the wire. That was an absolute scandal, really. Wow, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about with that. I, at one point, was worried about the Nick Matthews substitution. I still think he should have been on there for a bit longer. But then Rodriguez suddenly found something, and Marwan just, one error and then strokes, and he was flapping. He was flapping.
He was under a little bit of pressure. Yeah.
More relief for Marwan.
Well, it doesn't get any closer than that. Unbelievable.
I need a live reaction out of you right now. You go up, and then you go down 29-27, bring it back, tie the game. What was going through your head at 30-all?
Nothing, it was a great match overall. I mean, it was a little bit tense. I was definitely tense at the end, especially with the way Nick played at the end in his power play, the way he used it very well. But I thought, the match is still in, and I could, if I just focus and try just to get any points for the team, I thought I would just apply some pressure on the other team.
And the climbing on the wall, was that planned? Was that a trademark, or did you just, I got to do it?
I mean, we won together, and we have that, we had a great moment last year, so we're trying to hopefully win it again back to back, and this is, we're so into it, and we try to hopefully win this year again.
Mohamed, the power play king. I think you set a record. I don't know. I'm going to be unconfirmed record. You had 13 points won in a power play in period number 2. Is the power play just made for you, or is that your favorite thing to do in squash now? Is just be on a power play?
I don't know. I just love it, and I think it has to do a lot with the timing of choosing when to use the power play. Credit to John for using me at the right time, and it paid off, and I'm so happy I helped the team to seal the win.
So Noel Heaton's not here, assistant coach, really your main coach. You guys got through it with just Whitey in your corner. And with that said, you're defending champs. You come out, you return again. What's coming up for Philadelphia for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we showed great squash tonight. And Marwan showed some good mental strength at the end. If there's anyone who would steal the last point, it's Marwan. So, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season with the team and Curtis, the newcomer this season. Hopefully we can defend our title.
Yeah, certainly. And like he just alluded to, Curtis, newcomer out there, your first little tense to begin, not knowing what the NSL is like, but then you really settled in and you really played at really elite level. How was your first ever NSL experience, and how'd you feel from period 1 to period 3?
Yeah, I think the hardest part was going from playing like normal good squash to trying to defend against a power play. I mean, the first power play when I played Nick, it was a bit of a shock to the system. But the second one with Rodriguez, I managed to limit the damage and only lose a couple of points. So it was just getting used to that and then going back into normal squash again. So it's a real challenge to us as players. It's a good format.
Are you ready to give in the PSA Tour to be full NSL now after one match?
I'll have to do a bit more of this to decide.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Philadelphia Lightning take the opening day match here in Atlanta. A 2-1 victory. Congratulations to the defending champions as they make their way and mark their territory here in Atlanta. A 31-30 overtime shootout thrilling victory here in Atlanta.
Well, that was something else. That was an experience and a half. It was very, very exciting. I mean, what entertainment down at Atlanta, PJ. You couldn't go to the wire. We managed to navigate that last phase, so it does become sudden death in that situation. Obviously, they're just getting the photos as the winning team tonight.
Yeah, we felt on paper that these boys were the stronger team. Again, credit to Johnny White. I've done this a few times now, Joey, and I don't remember it coming as close as it did tonight. You've got to feel a little bit for Rodriguez because I felt that they'd done enough. There was definitely a ball that hit the tin from Marwan ElShorbagy when Rodriguez was up 30-29. But listen, this is the beauty of the format, and this is where the NSL have done such a great job of creating so many exciting and key moments within a match, and that's what's great for the players, and that's what's great for the fans and the fans and the spectators. It's good viewing all round, and tonight was a great example of just how tight it can be, and this lineup that we see in front of us here is just going to be privy to so many more exciting matches like we've had today.
Yeah, superb stuff. I mean, you look at the you look at the lineups. I mean, it's coming thick and fast. We had the exhibition last night. We've had the full start, the entry to the season. What you've just witnessed tonight, massive win for the Lightning. Such drama. Saturday coming up for you tomorrow at 6 p.m. will be the DC Inferno. They're taking on the New York Queens. Give us a few words about that one, PJ. The commentators for that one will be Chris Gordon and Sean Choi, but just give us a little bit of a what to look for in that one.
Well, it's going to be big shoes to fill after tonight's matchup, Joe. I think the fans and the spectators have had a great experience here this evening. I'm not sure exactly which players will be coming out for those particular matches and the teams that you've mentioned there, but again, it's a great start to the season, and players and teams will be looking to put points on the board very heavy and very early on.
Well, I mean, the lineups, I'll give you the lineups because they're going to be very, very exciting. You've got Amanda Sobey for the Inferno. That's going to be something else kicking off there. So she's in for that one. Amanda Sobey will take the charge. Jasmine Hutton's around. You've got Rachel Arnold, Lisa Aikens in the squad, and Marie Stepan as well. So that's a strong encounter there. And then for the New York Queens, they're being coached and managed by Norongo Hart. They've got some real toughies in there. Farouz Abouelghar is going to be leading the charge for them there. You've got Nora Eichel, Madeline Highland, who's coming in from Scandinavia, Hayley Mendez, who's a bit of a local, Tesney Murphy's on the list as well, and Nadine Grass.
She's perfect for this format. She'd be great for this format with Tesney Evans. This is right up her street. Yeah.
Just as we see a few highlights of what we've seen tonight, but really it's, what job done for the Lightning. Terrific showcase for the NSL live tonight to start off the new season, and then looking forward to the first women's encounter. And that's at Open Squash as well. So anyone that wants to go and watch that live, go down to Open Squash at FIDI, because there's two venues. So Open Squash, Glass Court Squash, it will be at FIDI. So you get to it's a really good viewing experience with it being on the glass court, 6 p.m. local time in New York. Otherwise, catch it on the NSL YouTube channel as well. But what exciting times. I enjoyed that one, PJ. I like it. The problem is, with you being colourblind, the flags become a bit of an issue.
I just saw some flags being waved, and you can just see there Celia Pashley in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. She'll be a little bit disappointed to be so near yet so far, but she'll be very pleased with the performance from her players, and they all gave a very good account of themselves. Unfortunately, just falling ever so slightly short in that great phase. But again, for the junior players there that we saw, at the back of the court, an opportunity to see some of the game's greats, both present and past, literally 15, 20 feet away from them. So all in all, another great night of squash down in Atlanta.
Tough tonight though for the Tornadoes. And Atlanta Tornadoes, they had the older team, but the experience. You look at former world number one, world champion, multiple world champion Nick Matthews stepped up to the task. I mean, I've got to give a shout out. Let's hope Omar Mosaad is able to recover from those shorts and actually get out of them as well. But obviously the hammer of Thor there, and Rodriguez. I mean, a lot of fantastic credentials on that, and they were so close. I mean, how do you think that will knock them for the rest of the season, knowing that they were so close to what on paper possibly one of the strongest teams, but not quite getting the result, but it couldn't have been any closer.
Again, these guys are seasoned pros. I don't think they'll be too fazed by it. Nick Matthew will certainly be very disappointed that he's not got off to a winning start, but long season ahead and a lot more matches to play. It's a good indication to see where they're at and how they're going to line up in their matches coming up in the future. The chemistry seems good amongst the players and the team. What you do start to see a little bit there is, yeah, absolutely. But as you come in, this is where that 30-minute period is so crucial, because you did start to see a couple of even as close as it was, you started to see some wilting bodies and some tired bodies with the Nick Matthews and the Rodriguez's alike. So you feel that it does certainly favour the younger, more sprightly of the players, but.
Yeah,
again,
but having said that, though,
there's no question experience.
Having said that, Nick Matthew, I mean, he was brilliant in that power play. I think he could have had a little bit more time on court. I'll stick by that.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, maybe that's where Celia Pashley will have to learn a little bit from those errors and those ways. Her second season as a manager, again, it was all in the balance, on a knife edge. But you're right, he was playing very, very well, Nick Matthew.
Well, it's good night from us here. Fantastic squash. And we'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the first outing in the women's for the NSL 2026 season.
Meet Dakota Marketplace, built by fundraisers for fundraisers. It's a complete, accurate, and ever-updated database. Stay current on job and role changes to be notified when your prospect or client leaves a firm. Stay up to date on fundraising news. Access our metro areas feature, which allows you to quickly identify a city that you are traveling to, and all of the qualified prospects within that city broken out by channel. All of this updated in real time. Request a demo and see how we make fundraising easier.